Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Pageant Mag Philippines live chat. So, yours truly, Franz Rodriguez, your pageant correspondent. Joining with me tonight is Rhapsodic Ricky, my fellow pageant correspondent. We are live simultaneously on our YouTube channel, and of course on our Facebook page. If you are new to our YouTube channel, please do subscribe and click the bell notification and follow and like our page, our Facebook page, for more pageant updates. We are also on Instagram and TikTok, so please do follow us on all our social media platforms. And guys, if you have any questions for our guest later, please don't hesitate to drop them at the comment section. Okay? So, are you ready for our guest tonight? I believe so. So our guest tonight, she is a journalist, former actress turned beauty queen, and a news anchor. Don't you feel excited about that? We have seen her on TV Patrol as our source of entertainment news. But prior to becoming a news reporter, she has been joining beauty pageants as well and has a title under her belt. She was also a courtside reporter for UAAP's broadcast coverage of ABS-CBN sports. And she was supporting for her alma mater's FEU Tamaraos. Bill, I hope you already have some clues about her. So it is also interesting to note that she was a track and field athlete when she was in high school. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome for Miss World Philippines 2021 candidate, Kawit Cavites, Ganiel Krishnan.
Hi
There you
everybody.
go. Hello
Magandang gabi po
everyone.
sa inyo lahat.
Yes, magandang gabi po. Magandang gabi po sa lahat ng aming mga viewers. Would you like to greet them, Danielle?
Magandang gabi po sa lahat po ng nanonood, of course. And thank you so much for tuning in. Let's have fun tonight.
Yes.
That's right. Okay, so Danielle, I believe that my introduction is not really enough yet to know you well. So, can you just tell us more about yourself, about your family? Syempre, we also wanted to know about your family, di ba? So, can you tell us more
Opo.
about yourself? Mhm.
So hi everybody, my name is Ganiel Krishnan. I'm 26 years old and I'm representing Kawit Cavite for Miss World 2021 or Miss World Philippines 2021. And I have four sisters. I grew up with them. My mom is Filipina and my dad is Indian. I was born and raised here in the Philippines and I love being a Filipino kahit po half ako. So I'm really excited to, be able to get to know you po, kayo din dalawa po. And of course, for the
Wow.
fans watching right now, hello.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Daniel.
Thank you so much.
Ganda naman nito.
That explains Mars,
Salamat
the
po.
foreign sounding nickname.
Yeah, I think yeah, sinabi mo kanina Indian, 'di ba? So very common sa atin ngayon sa Philippines yung half-bred na Filipina Indian. Do you think na it's an advantage to be a half Indian and half Filipina na maging beauty queen?
Actually, when we talk about beauty queens po dito sa Philippines, really we're looking
Mm.
for Filipina beauty sana. But then, syempre
Mm.
marami rin po tayo mga kababayan dito sa Pilipinas na half, katulad din po sa akin. Well,
Mm.
I don't think na advantage naman po na half. I just feel
Mm.
like lahat po may kanya-kanya tayong beauty standards and may kanya-kanya po tayong kagandahan na dala. Um,
Mm.
Nagkataon lang din po siguro na marami pong half Filipina, half Indian na pumapasok po. Like si Rabia nga po na half Indian din, like me.
Mm.
Nagkataon lang po siguro, pero of course, each and every one of us, talaga pinaghihirapan din namin para makakuha po kami nung na kukuha po namin.
Hmm. Oo, kasi napapansin ko rin tulad ni Venus Ra, 'di ba? Half Indian si
Mm.
Venus Ra, 'di ba? Tapos meron pa tayo yung mga um, may mga kahit papaano, 'di ba? May mga Indian blood din sila na normally talaga nakakapasok talaga. O kaya if not half Indian, parang may mga Arab or normally diyan sa mga
Opo,
Middle East, ganyan, no? Ayun.
opo,
Anyway,
opo.
moving
Yeah,
forward.
totoo yan.
Mhm.
Very true yan. In fact, based on
Mm.
analysis, Mars, if I just may say, regardless as
Mm.
to whether you're a true Filipina or you're a hybrid of other else's culture, as long as you have the passion through to your advocacy and you have what it
Mm.
takes to become the queen based on the competition you enter into, ay pwedeng-pwede ka talagang manalo, maging crown worthy. Yan.
Oo naman, oo naman. And Daniel, parang based on my research kasi,
Opo.
before ka naging news reporter, you've been through you've been through a different parang how shall I say steps of life kako na lang. Pumasok ka ng iba-ibang career. So, nakita ko na pumasok ka sa Star Magic and became an actress. Can you tell us more about that?
I think that was back in 2012 when I started acting for Star Magic ABS-CBN.
Mm-mm.
Isa po talaga siya sa nagustuhan ko din gawin before. I
Mm-mm.
was 16 years old back then. And
Mm-mm.
talagang marami pong times na I really wanted to see myself sa TV. But when I started college,
Mm-mm.
nakakuha po ako ng other avenue or other platform for me
Mm-mm.
to see myself on TV. And yun nga po yung naging reporter po ako. And to be really honest with you, hindi po talaga reporter yung una kong nakitang lean.
No.
Talaga?
So, hindi po talaga. So,
Huh?
nung naging courtside reporter po ako for UAAP, that paved the way for me to become a journalist
Mm.
in ABS current affairs.
So paano ka
Yun po.
napasok sa courtside reporting?
Reporting.
Mm-mm.
So back in 2015, we have to audition for UAAP. So they're looking for courtside reporters. And
Mm-mm.
syempre, dahil nga po gusto ko nga po makita rin yung sarili ko on TV. And my course back in FPU, which is communication, nag-audition
Mm-mm.
po ako. I tried. I wasn't really expecting to
Mm-mm.
get it. Kasi mahirap po eh. Magagaling po yung mga kasama ko po. And I think back then, more than 100 po kami nag-audition for Far Eastern
Wow.
University.
Wow! Ang laki. Ang
Yeah,
dami ha. So
nag-audition.
yung audition nyo is with ABS-CBN then?
Opo, opo. So bale kukuha po lahat ng per university po. Kukuha sila ng mga
Mm-mm.
mag-audition and then they have to go to ABS-CBN just like what I
Mm.
did. So I went to
Oo.
ABS-CBN. I had like a lot of rounds before I was able to get in. So talagang thankful din naman po ako
Diba?
sa ABS-CBN
Grabe
because
ha.
naging ano talaga, naging way for me.
Regardless na parang ABS-CBN talent ka na parang hindi naman yung naging factor para makapasok ka sa courtside reporting.
I don't think so kasi very different naman po yung field of being a journalist to being an actress.
Mm-mm.
Siguro naging ano
Mm-mm.
lang is medyo comfortable po ako in front of the camera. Pero
Yun lang
ibang-iba
ba?
rin po eh. Write your own script, you have to be able to report in a span of like 3 minutes ng after po ng isang
Oo.
break. So,
Oo.
different hustle po yung pagiging courtside reporter. But I'm really glad na nakuha ko po yun talaga. I remember I was crying when I got the position of being a courtside reporter for FEU. Nakunan pa ako ng video no ng TV Patrol. So parang
Ah,
hanggang ngayon, hindi ko siya makita.
oo.
So from courtside reporting o sabihin na lang natin from reporting, no? Paano ka naman bridge o kaya crossover sa pageantry? Was there anyone who somehow
Influence.
encouraged you or influenced you to join?
Actually, I'm not sure if you guys know, but familiar po ba kayo kay Oliver Sara?
Of
So, Ollie
course,
Sara,
si
Yes.
Ollie.
Oh,
so Ollie Sara was the first one to tell me na you have to join a pageant. Parang kaya mo. And then I keep on
Mhm.
telling him before na, ay, bata pa po ako, hindi ko pa po kaya. So, for the last 5 years, ginagawa niya sa akin yon. Simula po nung nag-start po ako sa Star Magic. Until nasabihan niya ako nung very last time na parang limang tanong na siya, 5 taon na din, sinabihan niya ako na hindi na, you have to join, hindi ka na bumabata. Tapos parang yung mom ko na rin sabi sa kanya, sige, maybe we can try. Um, Thankfully, naipasok po ako sa pageantry because it's a different platform too. It's also
Mm.
different from being a journalist.
And yun na nga, nanalo ka na sa isang pageant, as isang national pageant, and you've represented the Philippines, ganyan.
Hmm.
And nag-place ka sa international pageant na yon, right? So,
Opo.
ano pa yung hinahanap mo? Ano pa yung hinahanap mo? Why you still have to join Miss World Philippines? What's in Miss World Philippines that you wanted to, alam mo yon, to get a taste of it?
Getting the crown 5 years ago, having that crown
Mm-mm.
5 years ago, and landing into the job that I super love, I really immensely prayed for. I feel like I have come into full circle. I feel that I strongly align myself with the core, with the mission of Miss World Philippines, which is beauty with a purpose. I
Mm-mm.
know that I can give something when I join this pageant. So parang naisip ko po talaga na why not give it a try, one last, since I'm 26 years
Mm-mm.
old. And after this, uh, hindi ko na rin po gustong mag-join pa ng pageant. I'm really gonna focus
mm,
on being a journalist.
Oh,
So,
so last hurry na talaga siya.
that's hurrah.
yeah, hurrah! Last hurrah ko na. So,
Talaga?
sana, I
So,
will.
ano yung ano, gusto ko lang malaman yung reaction ng parents mo, 'di ba? Kasi syempre meron ka ng regular job, 'di ba? Regular ka na sa ABS-CBN, right? Kung
Opo.
matatandaan ko nga tinanong kita dati tungkol dito, 'di ba? Kung kailan ka sasali ulit. I don't know if
Buti
you
na lang po.
remember that.
Buti
Oh,
na
I
lang
don't
po.
know if you
Alam niyo
remember.
rin
Oo,
kasi
kasi nga 'di
ano,
ba lagi tayo nagkikita sa mga events, 'di ba?
She's
Mm.
finally persuaded to join.
Oo, kasi ang naalala ko
yeah,
sinabi niya noon, I think it was
opo.
2019 or 2020 before mag-pandemic ata 'yon. Sabi sa kanya, "Uy,
Mga
kailan ka
2019 po
nasasali?"
tayo.
2019, oo.
2019.
Tapos sabi niya, "Kailangan ko munang maging regular." Sabi niya. After nun,
Because I
pwede ako
super love
sumali
my
nito.
job. Opo, kasi I super love my job. And parang I don't see
Oo.
myself doing any other job than being a journalist
Mm.
and, being
Mm.
able to give out information to the people. So, talaga sabi ko,
Yes.
kailangan ma-secure ko muna yung journalist ko. But you know what? I'm just really happy and very thankful and grateful for ABS-CBN because to be honest, it's not normal naman po na magkaroon ng journalist na bigla na lang mag-shift into, wanting to join another pageant. And I'm just really
Yes.
happy that they made
Yeah.
this. Yeah, they're very supportive.
Mm. So, pero hindi ka pa naman natanggal dun, no?
Hindi pa naman po.
Naka-leave ka
Hindi
But
pa
she's
lang.
naman po.
still,
Naka-leave
yeah.
lang. Oo, naka-leave lang.
We
Okay.
can still watch
Oo,
her.
Yes, of
Opo, opo.
course.
Yan talaga
Mhm.
po, nag-air pa din po ako every morning with Kabayan.
Okay. Very good. So, Daniel, we actually have some questions in here. We are actually receiving some questions.
That's true.
However, I have a question in here coming from one of your supporters, and I want you to listen to the question instead of me asking the
Apo.
question. Okay. So
Okay
here we go.
po.
Are you ready?
Yes po, yes po.
Hi Ganiel, this is Daniel Allen, the head of your core support group. So I have one question for you tonight. The Philippines last won Miss World in 2013 through Megan Young. What qualities do you possess that will help us clinch the second Miss World crown?
There
Ang
you go.
bongga. Parang
Bongga.
nakaka-buzz. May pag anong alright. Nagulat ako sa video. Akala ko lalabas lang po. Okay. Should I answer po? Should I answer again?
Mhm. Yes, go ahead.
Ayan. Daniel, thank you so much for that question. I've always been about breaking barriers made by men, always alleviating people's situation or people's life situation. I'm always for supporting causes that would actually benefit not only small communities but also benefit a lot of communities for a lifetime. Um, I've also I've also been about changing the world step by step. Hindi man madali, but I've always been about changing the world step by step, lifting someone's voice to be able to be heard. And I am Miss World because I make a difference. I want to make a difference, big or small.
Wow. Diba? So,
You know,
um, go ahead,
yeah, I
Kuya
think
Ricky.
that's the key, if you're able to make a difference and touch
Mhm.
someone else's life, or
Mm-mm.
the many lives that you're able to touch will eventually make you ground worthy. So maganda talaga yun.
Yeah. Yeah, at least talaga siya, in-depth talaga sa'yo yung, yung
Yeah,
purpose
it's
mo, di ba?
genuine. Oh, so
Oo, oo,
genuine.
oo.
I think
Yeah.
I've been to a lot of interviews already, and I would always tell them that I want to make a difference. It's always like that. I think I would always have to go back to that core. Kasi yan po
Mm-mm.
talaga yung nagdala sa akin or nagbibigay sa akin ng motivation, to inspire others by making a difference. Kahit small or big, um, just being able to inspire people by making a difference. It's a huge thing.
Mm. Actually, Ganiel, this is supposedly be my question. It's very related to that actually, which is Miss World's slogan is "Beauty with a Purpose."
Purpose.
Yeah, Miss World's slogan is "Beauty with a Purpose." So, what is your ultimate purpose in life?
Well, I think
Mm-mm.
my ultimate purpose in life is to be able to, well, aside from saying that, to be able to make a
Mm-mm.
difference, big or small, to
Mm-mm.
be able to inspire a lot of people that
Yeah.
each and every one of us has our own identity, and we should be able to showcase that to a lot of people, being able to be proud of ourselves and
Mm-mm.
um, kind to one another, just showing what we've got and inspiring each other.
Mm-mm. Actually,
Yeah.
yun yung pinaka-core actually ng buhay natin eh. 'Di ba?
Mm.
Yun yung pinaka-core ng buhay natin is to be able talaga to inspire others and somehow hindi naman talaga hindi naman talaga natin tawag dito purpose to hurt anyone eh. But the
Mm-mm.
real purpose of
Mm.
everyone talaga is to inspire each other because in reality naman talaga goodness is innate in us. All of us,
Exactly,
yeah,
Mars.
'di ba? We
And
all have
Yeah.
goodness inside us.
And I
So
think,
yun.
Mars, if I may say this, Daniel, you have the best industries in order to have your advocacy or your intentions
Mm-mm.
realized, because
Mm-mm.
journalism is just a very potent medium for you to champion your
Mm-mm.
advocacy. And of
Mm-mm.
course, transitioning into pageantry is another avenue for you to reach that goal, to
Mm.
inspire others. So we're happy for you because you have such aspirations.
Mm. I think napakalaking
Hindi ko kayo
advantage
sumunod
nun.
po yung
Mm. I think napakalaking advantage nun eh. Napakalaking
Mm-mm.
advantage kasi nun coming from journalism, ganyan, for journalism aspect or career, ganyan. Then, i-apply mo siya sa sa pageantry. Napakalaking factor nun.
Exactly. Mars, pwede
Ayun.
magtanong ako ng related dyan sa
Go
kanina.
ahead.
Ayan.
By all
Ganiel,
means.
ano lang, related lang dun sa question na yun. No? Kasi alam mo naman, I love pageants, I also love journalism. So yung tanong ko related din sa journalism. Kasi di ba, into journalism, before a journalist who would like to venture on that profession, ang unang tinatanong sa sarili niya is, or ang tinatanong sa industriya is, marunong ka bang magsulat? Kasi kung marunong ka magsulat, may possibility that you'll be taken in as a journalist, di ba? Pero pag pageant
Yes.
enthusiast ka, ano naman yung usually tinatanong muna na parang mag-gauge mo yung level of readiness? Anong question kaya? Bago masabi ni girl na, ay, ready na ako or kaya ko yan. Yan.
That's nice, ha?
Oo.
Mm-mm.
Sorry po, I didn't understand that
Oo.
much the question. So,
Yan, yung question usually ng isang pageant enthusiast na na parang, di ba pag journalist ka, usually sa industry ang tinatanong, o parang ikaw sa sarili mo, pag tinatanong ko na, marunong ka ba magsulat? So, sabihin yung isang enthusiast na, kaya ko magsulat. So, I have the making of a journalist. Ikaw, ano
So
yung
that's
natanong mo sa
normally-
sarili mo? At nasagot
That's
mo.
normally, So that's normally the gauging factor in
Yes.
journalism. Now,
Sa pageantry.
in parallelism with pageantry naman, ano yung gauging factor na
na kaya mo
you
na.
can say,
Yes.
it's my time to shine. Parang ganon.
Yes. Caring
It's my
ko
time
na.
to enter. Ganyan.
I think kung sa journalist, because same po, actually I was asked that question too. Like sa newsroom, I was asked the question, do you know how to write? Because
Oo.
that's the first question really when you go inside
Yes.
the newsroom. But I think the journalist, sa pagiging sa pageantry naman po, I think the first question would be, are you willing to inspire people? Are you willing to be the platform, be the voice for a lot of people? I think ayun po yung
Tama,
and then
tama.
if you say yes,
Mm.
then you're ready.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. That's a very good answer.
Diba? Yes, kasi nga 'di ba? Normally sa kasi sa pageantry. Well, hindi normally. Pageantry actually is kailangan voice. Your
Yeah.
platform, your advocacy. What can you do? Kasi nga given the fact that when you were given actually the opportunity as a queen, so you all have the opportunity to influence others. So that is why voice is very much necessary.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-mm.
Kasi I think
Cool.
after sharing your voice, sharing your being an inspiration, then dyan po mag-start when you elevate someone's life. You inspire them to do something.
Mm-mm.
You inspire them to be the better version of themselves. I think yun po
Yan.
talaga yung
Kasi it's not
And
all
very
about
echoing.
glitz and
Oo.
glam di ba?
Yeah. And it's very echoing, Mars,
I
yung sagot na yun.
Ha?
Go ahead, Ganiel. Go
Sige
ahead.
po.
Go ahead.
Hindi, it's very echoing yung sagot mo. Because, di ba, it's echoing, it's resonating because it
Oo.
also reminds us of the people who inspire us way back, making us pursue our dreams. So I think you have that very noble goal to inspire and use this platform to better the lives of other people. Kaya natutuwa kami doon.
Yes, thank you so much po.
Ganiel, I'm going very personal about this question. So,
Apo.
we all know, we have already discussed a while back that you're an ABS-CBN employee, right?
Apo.
So, after the announcement of the shutdown of ABS-CBN, what was your immediate reaction back then?
Of course, I was shocked, to be honest. Kasi it's the press freedom we're talking about. And coming from a country na very free before, it's really it's really devastating to hear. Actually, I wasn't there the night po na nag-shutdown po ang ABS-CBN. But, nasa Viber group po ako ng reporters and I saw all of them. Um,
Mm-mm.
some of them are crying. We have segment producers, we have desk editors, we have writers na talagang devastated to hear what happened. But I think I should really also tell you guys kung ano po yung thoughts ko on this. Of course, I sympathize with the 11,000 who lost their jobs. They're not just plain
Mm-mm.
colleagues, they're friends, and most importantly, their family. Their family to me, and nawalan sila ng trabaho. But same as what our bosses, our ABS-CBN executives did, they respected the decision of the government about this. But of course, we hope that we get back on air to be again in the service of the Filipino people worldwide. We're really hoping for that and praying for
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Well, we're hoping for things to really get better. Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah, yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Ayun, thank you so
Again, I
much.
just want to say,
Naging
yeah.
emotional ako,
Medyo,
Ganiel.
medyo, opo, kasi sa puso talaga galing.
Mm-mm.
Again, they're not just they're not just playing colleagues, they're not just friends. They're families na nawalan po ng trabaho. And
Exactly,
I'm just
oo.
hoping that right now, sana ma-lift man po kung ano po yung kailangan na magawa po para po sa
Mm-mm.
ABS-CBN so that they can get their jobs back. It's not a joke na mawalan po
Mhm.
ng trabaho in the midst of pandemic. It's
Mm-mm.
it's really difficult. It's a really difficult time for all the employees of ABS-CBN.
Yes.
Actually, to be honest, hindi lang yung hindi lang yung mga employees ang nawalan eh. Even yung mga
Yes,
kasi, even us, 'di ba? Kami mga televiewers, kaming mga simpleng tao, ganyan. We actually parang nawalan din kami ng source, ganyan, ng source of information, ganyan. O nandiyan yung mga ibang networks, ganyan, given. Pero iba pa rin kasi kapag mayroon kang isang network na pinagkakatiwalaan, 'di ba?
Mas maganda,
exactly.
yeah. I think mas marami yung the more choices that you have, di ba?
Mm.
The more that you can get information from and the richness of the
Mm.
information that you can get from them, it's something that would substantiate your level of reporting.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm. Yun.
And
Okay.
apart from that, I think the pandemic when the pandemic um, struck the us, talagang the number one source of information was ABS-CBN. And
Mm.
nung nawala to, medyo parang nakitilan din tayo, mga viewers, ng source of
Mm.
information saan tayo una makakakita ng
Mm.
balita. So, really, sana po,
So,
kabalik on
Yeah.
air soon.
we'll pray and hope
Mm.
for things to get better. Okay.
Of course, absolutely. We will definitely we are absolutely praying for that.
Okay.
Ikaw,
Okay,
Mars,
para
Mars,
ano?
magkita-kita na po
go ahead.
then.
Para magkita-kita
Yes.
ulit tayo sa events. Oo. Tanungin ko lang si Ganiel ngayon. Oo, para medyo light naman ng konti. Talking about the transition of pageants, no, from the face-to-face modality to, of course, virtual or something which is online. Do you consider it...
Both.
Oo, medyo may shift talaga eh. Palagay mo ba naging advantage sa'yo yon na virtual na and you are a familiar face sa TV? Or mas gusto mo pa rin sana yung physical pageant? Ayun.
Sorry, pero nag-cut po yung...
Okay. Yun. Sige. Sige, ito na lang. Ano yung greatest challenges mo or adjustments? Because pageants are now virtual. Yan. Ano yung challenges or adjustments?
Yeah. Well, dito thankfully, for Miss World, we're not gonna go virtual. But for of course, for the other pageants na go virtual, that's a big challenge for them because first of all, when we say pageantry, talagang we know that there's gonna be a big stage, there's gonna be opening
Yes.
production, and I'm a fan of pageants. Talagang even binibigyan hindi man ako kasama doon, wala man akong bet kung ano mang taon doon, I'm there. I'm really looking forward to seeing all the ladies
Nakikita
strutting
kita.
on stage. Yes, strutting on stage and showcasing themselves. And it's very difficult to, to switch from that. But as we say, new normal, we have to adapt to
Mm.
changes. We have to do something about it so we can, still go on with our normal life sana. But but Miss World, I'm just really thankful that we're not gonna go virtual. But of course, the
Yes.
iba medyo ano. But I think as long as you know what you're gonna do, as
Tama.
long as you're very comfortable with what you're gonna say and how you're gonna project yourself in front of the camera, then just go for it. I'm all for virtual too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isa kasi sa struggle sa virtual is yung say for example, yung mga videographers mo, ganyan. Hindi naman lahat kasi may access to or somehow may pang-sustain sa mga videographers, sa
Mm.
mga professional videographers. Meron kasi yung mga parang mga amateur lang. Actually, yung mga iba, phone ang ginagamit, ganyan. So, yun yung isa sa pinaka-struggle doon, especially, di ba, coming from the far-flung areas, ganyan, na they really struggle on the internet connections din, mga ganyan. So, isa to sa mga these are
Totoo.
just a few of
Factors.
the just a few for sa mga sa mga struggles nila.
Yes, but
Few
actually we
to
all know
Technological.
that.
mention.
Yeah, actually we all know that pageants are difficult na nga when we do it
Mm-mm.
face to face and just like the normal ones. But
Mm-mm.
pag naisip niyo po when it comes to virtual, you have to do a lot of like videos and aminin naman po natin, may mga candidates din na hindi naman po afford din to, have their
Finance.
own
Mm-mm.
Totoo.
videographers or photographers. So, ang
Mm.
umaasa lang sila dun sa face-to-face na pagkikita ng lahat ng mga
Mm-mm.
candidates together with the judges. So, really, it's difficult.
Totoo yan.
Thankfully, Miss
Because
Fred, naman po.
there will always be human and technological resources that must be considered talaga in the holding of a virtual pageant.
Mm-mm.
Uh, Mars, may isa na lang
Ayun.
akong tanong. Isang-isa
Go
na lang.
ahead. Bakit
Oo.
iisa lang?
Hindi kasi alam mo what I like about Miss World? Parang
Uh-uh.
it features how diverse the personality of the ladies are. Kasi yung mga fast
Mm-mm.
track it's gonna show to, of course, the audience, the viewers, the pageant management team, what is your greatest edge as compared to others when we talk about a certain aspect of personality? Kasi may talent, may modeling, may sports track. Ganyan, tanungin kita, ano dyan yung most anticipatory sa'yo na excited ka na makilaban doon sa track na yun and why?
Ako, I think sa head-to-head challenge.
Oo.
I feel, sana on that day, naka-align lahat ng sa akin. Para
Yung
masagot ko
stars.
lahat ng stars naka-align sa akin. But I'm really excited for the fast track for head-to-head challenge. Also for yung sports challenge po. Dahil
Yeah.
nasabi nga po kayo, athletic po ako back in high school. But you know what? I would always tell people, even on the interviews, I stand shoulder to shoulder with all the ladies. They're all very
Mm.
bright, very intelligent. They know how to speak in front of the camera. Hindi ko naman masasabi na dahil reporter po ako, I know how to speak in front of the camera because no, these ladies are really good when it comes to showcasing themselves. And I think yun din po yung pinaka-goal ng pageant is to,
Mm-mm.
unite all of us. We're coming from different municipalities and province and I'm just really happy, to really excited to see all of them and be able to talk to all of them pagdating po ng start ng pageant activities po namin.
Yeah.
Okay. My God. Pero sa kasi sa sports, no? Sa sports kasi, that's by group So, ang tendency kasi kapag na Luz Valdez ang group, makakasabog sa Luz Valdez. Di ba? Di ba?
Excited din kami. Excited kami
Oo.
sa mga ano na yan, mga fast
Kaya
fact na yan.
head to head at saka mga talent, mga ganyan. Yung mga pang individual, yun yung mga mas
Mm-mm.
exciting.
Yung
Ngayon,
model
Ganiel.
competition.
Oh, top model. Yun ang pinakagusto ko actually.
Ako head to head.
Ako pinakagusto ko top model at saka tapos head to head and then talent. Yun yung top 3 ko.
Oo, kaya lang hindi na tayo candidates, Mars.
Overage.
Kaya mas na-excite kami. Mas na-excite kami na panoorin kayo. Yan.
As mas na-excite na magtanong.
Alam
So,
niyo po, naalala ko
Ganiel.
po yung sarili ko noon. Kasi di ba pag nasa events po tayo, excited tayo lagi magtanong doon sa mga artista or kung sino
Oo.
man yung personality. Nakikita ko tuloy yung sarili ko ngayon lalo.
Ayan ngayon, Ganiel. So, we have another question here coming from your supporters. Okay? So, here you go.
Hi, Ganiel. I am Fermin, and I am one of the members of your core support group. So I have one question for you. Should you win Miss World Philippines and compete in Miss World, what is something very Filipino that you would love to give to your co-candidates so that they will be able to know more about Philippines and why?
There you go.
Wow. Bongga ulit. Another pa-video. Okay, so I want to answer that question, of course. In Kawit Cavite, since I'm representing Kawit Cavite, whenever someone comes there to, visit the municipality, we would always give them the pin of the Philippine flag. Definitely, if I compete for the international for Miss World, I would definitely give that to each candidate sana, so that they would remember us. Us Filipinos, I would greatly tell them that this is a sign of resiliency, of
Mm-mm.
respect for one another, and to honor our motherland. I would definitely put that. So whenever they put that in their chest, kung gusto man nila gamitin, they would remember how Filipinos are. So yes, it's a
Mm-mm.
pin of the Philippine flag.
Actually, mas magandang symbol yon.
Totoo.
Napakagandang symbol nun.
That's why,
There was a time, di ba, na yun ang ginagamit?
actually, kahit saan po ngayon, ginagamit talaga yung flag po ng Philippines. Well, dun po nga sa amin, sa Kawit, we use that
Oo.
to give it to our visitors coming from different parts of the world. Kahit saan po kayo galing. We should give that to them as a sign of, this is us, the Philippines.
Totoo.
Ito, when you carry the flag, you respect the flag, you carry resiliency, courage, and everything about Filipino.
Ayun,
So, kung magagawa nila
naalala ko, it was in 1998. That was the Centennial Independence Day of the Philippines, na ang dami-daming memorabilias ng mga watawat ng Pilipinas. And then even the
Totoo.
pin, and we were wearing that. We were wearing that in school all year round, yung pin na yon.
Tama, oo.
Mm.
I agree with Ganiel din, Mars, because when you
Oo.
wear that pin, it's not only a kind of telling people your descent or making them showing to them how proud you are of your identity, but I think coinciding with it is that kind of challenge that because you're wearing our national flag as a symbol, you have to do well in all your endeavors. Isa parang naramdaman ko na rin yan. Siyempre, hindi pageant yung aking inatinan, but it's an international conference na parang kinakailangan, I have to do well because I need to give justice to myself wearing this flag, di ba? So, nakakadagdag din yan ng confidence na.
And
No, given the fact kasi...
Yes,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Sige, go ahead, Ganiel.
Yeah. Well, na-experience ko na rin po kasi the international competition, right? Whenever you wear the Philippine sash, it's not you. It's the Philippines you're carrying. So, doon ko po talaga nakita na pag magbibigay ka ng bagay or thing, or kahit anong stuff sa isang foreigner, not coming from, of course, here in the Philippines, you give them something na very, very important to all the Filipinos, not just to you. Kasi to be honest, if I'm
Mm.
just gonna think about myself, bibigyan ko na siya ng pamaypay.
Totoo.
Kasi
Totoo.
Oo.
di ba po? Pero if you're carrying the Philippine flag or the country Philippines, you want to give someone kung ano yung love ng lahat, hindi lang yung love
Mm.
mo. Because you're carrying
That's
the
right.
Philippines.
That's right. That's right. At saka ano kasi, yung symbolism kasi ng flag, it's not just a simple symbolism kasi, but it symbolizes bravery kasi ng Philippines eh. And we are all known for that, 'di ba?
Mm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh.
Ayun.
Mars, naalala ko, we're actually hearing it from someone who already conquered the international arena when we talk about pageantry. Kasi nanalo na si
Hmm.
Kim. So, we're so proud of what we've accomplished, Daniel.
'Di ba?
Na-realize
Anyway,
ko lang din po yan, no?
mm.
Oh,
Anyway, Ganiel, moving forward, moving forward daw. Na, may tanong pa Ganiel. I still have another question in
opo.
here, Ganiel. So, in general, you are already a public figure, 'di ba? Since you were an actress, ganyan, and which makes you more
Flattered pa din po
prone
ako whenever
to
I hear that.
ano 'yon?
Nakaka-flatter po to hear that you're a public figure and
Yes, of
kasi
course.
when you're a public figure, there's like a line din sa likod nun that you're an inspiration, you can be an
Mm.
avenue, you're a voice of someone. So
Mm.
Yes, you are, Danielle. So being a public figure, Danielle, no? So this makes you prone to cyberbullying. So how have you handled your
Mm.
bullies, if in case you have experienced, and if not, if you haven't experienced yet, how are you preparing yourself towards cyberbullies?
Tito, to be honest, it's not new to me. I have to
Mm-hmm.
say, it's not new to me because I am an entertainment journalist. I deal
Mm-hmm.
with fans, I deal with
Mm-hmm.
artists and their fans. So, to be honest, as long as I know that I'm not stepping on someone's toes, or as long
Mm-hmm.
as I know that what I did is right and what I gave or information that I gave out is correct, then I'm just gonna stick with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's so difficult to actually deal with bullies, to be honest. And kung ako lang po yung nagsasalita for them, it's really difficult because I've experienced that. But as what I said a while ago, it's not new to me being in a public figure, being in a public eye. Since I started my career as a journalist, I would always say that as long as what I did is correct, what is right, and didn't step on someone, then I'm
Mm-hmm.
just gonna be all out on whatever that I'm doing and not mind the bullies. Also
Tama
I have
naman.
to say that yes, also I have to say when we start the pageant, I've always been telling myself I cannot look at the social media all the time because
Mm-hmm.
that would definitely affect me because I'm that
Mm.
sensitive. When I see
Mm-hmm.
something on social media about me or may mga bullies po or someone saying negative comments about me, I get really sensitive about it and dinadala ko po siya, I must say. Because as a
Mm-hmm.
journalist, I also do that. I did that to
Mm-hmm.
myself. I really thought after all the bullies on social media, negative comments about a certain artist, and then idamay ka na because you're the reporter for that. Um, you tend to question yourself. You tend to
Mm-hmm.
question your job as a journalist. Am I really doing it right or wrong? So parang nasa isip ko na when we start the competition, I'm not gonna be on social media that much. Maybe I'm just
Mm-hmm.
gonna read articles or stuff that I have to learn just so that I'll be updated on whatever the society is happening right now. But when it comes to, social media, just to browse and just read comments, it's not gonna happen. I cannot do that to myself because sabi ko nga po, I'm very sensitive when it comes to negative comments. And I want to
Mm-hmm.
also protect myself because I want
Mm-hmm.
to show everyone that, I can do I can do Miss World Philippines kahit na may mga bashes dyan. Di nila alam, hindi ko lang naririnig yun. So, ganun.
Which is
I
right
really don't
naman,
know
no?
kung ano.
Mm. Which is
Yeah. Yeah.
you really have to protect yourself din naman. Kasi
Yeah.
iba
Mm.
rin yung babad. Iba talaga kapag kababad ka and it will really affect your mental health.
Exactly.
Opo, opo.
Mm.
Actually, I
Mm-mm.
did that po
Mm.
during the Miss Asia Pacific International. I did that. So,
Mm.
nagsarado din po ako ng social media. And I think it helped me. Wala po ako nakitang
Mm.
wala naman ako nakitang mga negative comments until natapos ko na yung mismong pageant.
Yeah,
And
good.
I was like,
Nice.
Mm.
I feel
Oo,
okay.
mas
Yeah.
maganda nga yung ganun. Mas maganda yung
Exactly.
naka-ano ka talaga, naka-block ka muna sa social
Oo.
media.
And
Mm-mm.
Do you still
Mars,
have another question? Yeah,
oo.
yes, go Mars. Mm.
Siguro isa yung nakuha ko kay Ganiel is that when we talk about bullies and of course online bullying, I think it's important that we have to determine our level of tolerance because
Mm.
that would influence of course the kind of strategies that we have to do in
Yeah.
order for us to also protect ourselves, prepare ourselves emotionally and mentally. So maganda yung nakuha nating tips sa kanya when it comes to
Oo, oo, oo. Tama naman.
Opo, know your
Mm.
limitations. Know your limitations. Know when to read and not to read. Doon ko po nakuha
Exactly.
talaga.
Mm. Mm. Do you still have any other question, Mars, before I proceed to another question from the supporters?
Sige, basic question lang yung tatanong ko kay Daniel. So,
Mhm.
uh, kasi after pageant, kasi pageant would of course open opportunities or other doors
Mm.
for you, Daniel. But should you seek to become a journalist, do you wish to venture on other genre aside from being a star patroller? Meron ka pa bang genre sa journalism na gusto mo pang i-pursue? Yeah. After the pageant.
To be honest po, before we all know that I became a courtside reporter, so that's sports. When I started for news and current affairs, I was placed entertainment beat. But then, after graduation, napunta po ako sa police beat. Marami pong hindi nakakaalam niyan. So, siguro for a
Mm-mm.
month or two, napunta po ako sa police beat and I really loved it actually. Not
Oh.
because gusto siya and magulo tuwing gabi. Nag-night shift po ako. So, from 9 p.m. 9 p.m. to 8 a.m. nandun po ako sa nandiyan po ako sa kalsada, naghahanap ng mga iba't ibang balita po sa gabi. And so I've experienced that and I know that. If ever po I win the crown, of course, I still want to be a journalist, but I want to venture more on weather. Siguro sa weather, sa
Mm.
mga
Weather
bagyo,
report.
yes, po mga weather reports. Pero nandiyan pa si Kuya Kim, okay pa si Kuya Kim. So siguro mga
Oo.
bagyo, because I've experienced that back in 2018 when I did police beat. So pinag-report din po ako sa gitna ng baha. Pinag-report ako sa taas ng truck sa EDSA, ng traffic. Madami po ako na-experience actually. So hindi lang po talaga entertainment. And I really wanna do something na makakapagpa-boost din po ng aking knowledge about
Yeah.
dito po sa aking profession.
Very interesting. Mars, bigla akong napaisip. Si Ganiel siguro,
Oh.
very effective to pag nagko-cover ng beat sa police. Sa akin lang to pag ganyan kaganda siguro, magkakaroon ng peace and order situation talaga. Maayos na maayos, Mars.
If I may kwento lang I have a story to tell. Nung nag-police beat po ako, nagkaroon ako ng exclusive na storya. So, it was my first exclusive ever. Like, hindi ko alam na meron palang ganun. Kaya ko palang mag-exclusive. 11 na drug pushers. So, nasa eskinita lang kami. Maliit na eskinita lang ang dadaanan namin. Parang isa-isa, para makadaan ka doon, kailangan isa-isa lang kayo. Kasi kung dalawa tayo, hindi tayo makadaan pareho.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. So, 2 a.m. po nag-start yung 2 a.m. nag-start yung operation. And then I was wearing the vest. Alam niyo pa yung mga vest na mabibigat. Nasuot.
Mga
So, bigat po
joint
siya sa
best.
Opo, so parang napunta po kami doon and hindi ko talaga maalala kung ilang beses ako nag-message sa mom ko na Ma, I love you, see you soon. May pa ganyan pa ako. Kasi hindi ko alam kung makakaalis ba ako do'n, okey ba ako makakalabas dito. Parang nag-thank you na lang ako kung ano na lang mangyari sa'kin do'n. But, um, talagang naging brave ako enough to handle that. So, may 11 kami na drug pushers na nakuha do'n. And, ang problema ko po kasi 'pag nasa police beat ako, naaawa ako dun sa suspect minsan. Wala yung drug pusher, naawa ako. Gusto ko kasi minsan lalapitan ka, "Ma'am, hindi po talaga kami yung nagganito, ganyan." And na-interview mo, umiiyak ako, lumalabas talaga ako. Do'n ko talaga na-realize na, ay my goodness, parang hindi ko rin kaya mag-police beat ng matagal. Kasi pati ako umiiyak sa mga
Naapektuhan.
suspect.
Mm-mm.
Oo, hindi ko talaga kaya. Parang hindi ko alam. And then after that, mga natapos po yung operation ng mga 6 a.m. So I have to go back to base. Back to base po kami ng cameraman ko sa kaming driver. Kinausap ako ng boss namin. Sabi niya, oh, I heard naka-exclusive ka. 11 na drug pushers. Ganito, ganyan. Alam mo, wala po ako nasabi. Umiyak lang ako. Tapos sabi ko sa akin,
Diba?
binigyan lang po nila ako ng ano bang gamot to? Parang ginger. Kasi parang baka
Ah.
stress na ako masyado. And then sabi sa akin, oh, tomorrow ulit ha, galingan mo. Parang, really? Yun lang ba yun? Like, hindi ko alam kung... Pero grabe po talaga natutunan
Yeah.
ko doon sa beat na yun. Ibang klase po talaga.
It's a great learning
po.
experience.
Good.
Yes.
Before we proceed, guys, mag-shoutout muna tayo sa mga listeners.
Oo.
Sa mga viewers
Mga
pala.
viewers
I'm sorry,
natin,
listeners daw. Sa mga viewers natin. Hi, Francis Asunta Campo. I think she's all the way from Fire Cagayan, Santo Niño, Cagayan Valley. Layo. And Jai McKinley, he's from Visayas. And of course, we have here Charlo V. Domingo. Hello, everyone. And Daniel Allen. So, ayan pa rin sila. Nanonood
Yan.
pa rin
Good
sila.
evening.
Ken
Good evening sa
Vincent,
kanila.
what's this? Ken Vincent Laureno. Eva Halandoni Sampan. Hello, everyone. And Myra Vargas. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for tuning in. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
moving on. Moving on
Yan
talaga.
na.
Okay.
Moving
So ito
forward.
na yeah. Ito na yung last na question from our supporters. Okay? I hope you like it. Are you ready?
Hi,
Sige po,
Ganiel.
game.
Kumusta? This is Gab Galvez of Pageant React Official, and this is my question. This is very easy. Will you allow transgender women to join the Miss World Philippines?
Oh my God! Oh my goodness. Sige.
I really
Ayan.
intended to be the last.
Yes. Naku, sana matanggap naman ako ng kung ano man ang opinion ko about this. I'm coming from a Catholic background growing up. Um, uh, Catholic school po ako. But even if Catholic school ako, we were all taken normally, like, wala kami pinagkaiba lahat. Kahit yung mga
Equal.
friends po namin from LGBT, yeah. I have a lot of friends. Actually, I'm an ally of this community and I super love this community. And I have nothing against them. But when it comes to pageantry, I would always say that whenever we talk about trans women joining pageantry, I feel like pageantry is not just their avenue to be able to be heard, to be able to voice out their opinion. So, as for me, for my opinion, um, I don't think, or I'm not really that against, but grabe safe na safe ako sumagot. Alam kung paano maging journalist. So, I think they have their own pageant
Pageant.
for them to, yeah, they have their own platform for them to be able to showcase themselves. And apart from that, it's so difficult to go shoulder to shoulder against the trans women, mas maganda sila sa amin mga babae. They really are. So yun. So I think they have their own platform. And
Mm.
aside from that, apart from that, I believe pageantry is not the only avenue for them to be able to express themselves.
I
So,
can't,
yun po.
yeah, I can't definitely agree more with you, Ganiel, because it's a traditional pageant. It was actually intended for women to somehow celebrate their femininity, their womanhood, 'di ba? Parang well, I'm sorry talaga, but this is just my personal point of view. Um, it is true. Pageantry is not the only avenue where you can ask for when we can ask for equality. This is not the only avenue for us to look for equality, to get recognized for equality, because in the first place we are all equal already, especially in the Philippines. So my my stand to that is a no as well. And I think Miss World Philippines organization had already released their statement regarding this, and it's far from reality that this will happen in the Philippines, because first and foremost, um, it's not yet legal to change someone's gender in the Philippines, right? So I believe that this is too far from reality as of now.
Okay. Bigla tayo, bigla tayo.
Tahimik.
Because I think this topic is
Yeah.
very, yeah.
Yeah. I
Very
think
sensitive. Yeah.
exactly. And sa akin lang, it demands more conversations naman because
Yes, we have to
we
open
have
the
yeah,
conversation.
we have to listen to different sectors and eventually gauge, for
Mm-mm.
example, the nature of the pageant, and of course also determine the perspective of the organizers, what the pageant is for, and syempre marami yung mga requisites. But of course, tingnan natin in the future to where it's gonna lead us. Yeah. At least, yun.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're all conversations.
Whew.
Yeah.
Anyway, Danielle, there's another question. Danielle, there's another question here
Apo.
coming from the comment section. Okay,
Apo.
so it's from Francis Asunta Campo. I hope can you be able to read it? So let me just read
Yes
na
po, yes.
lang. Mm-mm. So uh, may I ask a question to Miss Danielle, please, if it's okay? Absolutely. So, do you think pageants are still relevant in these days of pandemic?
Yeah, can I answer now po?
Go ahead.
Yes, I believe pageants are still relevant and very relevant actually during this time of pandemic because as what we've been telling a while ago, pageants are actually a platform for us to be able to disseminate information. And right now, actually, to be honest with you, one of the most I think the underlying issues that we had during this pandemic, we were able to see a lot the health disparity, the disinvestment in our health um, public health system.
Yeah.
So I think with the platform that we have here in Miss World Philippines, we could tell that in front of a lot of people that there's a health disparity, there's disinvestment in our healthcare system, and we can do something about that. Maybe we can do projects that would address these issues, and hopefully we can do this project so that the lessons learned won't be forgotten,
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
like that.
Mm,
So, yeah, so it is very important actually to have a pageant during this time. And again, pageants are not just having beautiful face or perfect body. It's not about that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's being
Yeah.
able to
Exactly.
yeah, it's being able to voice out your opinion, being able to be a voice of someone who can't be heard. People's
Mm,
voice should be heard. People's
that's
story
right.
should be heard.
Mm. That's right. Whew. So, grabe ang haba ng ano natin ha. Ang haba ng
Yeah. Mm.
One
Q&A
hour na tayo,
natin.
son.
Exchanges natin.
Yeah, sobra. Ito may activity pa tayo. So we're
Yan ang
moving to our
activity na
next
lang.
segment.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's move to our next segment, Ganiel. So I just
Opo.
want to explain. Let me just explain to you the
Mechanics.
activity. So at least the mechanics. So there are 9 numbers that we'll be posting on the screen. It will be showing on the screen. You just have to choose what number you would like to open, and each of these number rather, has a corresponding question. Okay, and
Okay
just a
po.
clue for you. Just a clue for you. The questions that are posted on each of these numbers, or on each of the number, is ay are pala are the questions that were asked during Miss World Philippines 2019. Okay? Okay lang ba? So,
Okay lang po.
for this, you can choose at least 3 numbers lang. Okay?
Okay po. So,
So,
sagutin po natin yung number.
Hindi, pwede ka namang mag-react kung ayaw mo, Ganiel.
Sige po.
Just kidding. Okay, so here you go. We have 9 numbers in here. Now, I'm giving you the floor to pick a number.
9, 8,
One muna.
and...
Isa-isa lang muna tayo. 9 muna.
Sige. 9 muna po.
Sige. There you go. So, the question is, what are you willing to give up for love? The question is,
Ano ba yan?
what are you willing to give up for love? I think this was asked to Billy Hackinson.
Seryoso ba to? What are you willing to
Oo.
give up for love?
Yes! Yeah, oo, ito yung tinanong sa kanya.
What are you willing to give up for love?
Mhm.
For love. Okay.
Yes.
Ano sagot ni Billy dito? Actually, hindi ko alam sagot niya dito. But,
Hindi ko matandaan.
Yeah. I would give up something that would not let me... Forgive up for love.
So when you are-
love. No, I would give up something that would not let me pursue that love, that passion. For example, kung meron po ako mga bagay na that I truly want in life,
Mhm.
and I would look at it as the love, my passion, the inspiration that I want to see. I would definitely give up something that would hinder that.
Yeah.
That would hinder me.
Yeah, oo.
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 I don't know if you kind of get what I'm saying, but I would definitely give up something that would hinder me from getting that love. That love may be a person, that love may be passion, career. So
Yeah.
Oo.
Enough, lyric.
definitely I would hinder that.
Tama naman.
Yeah.
Kasi nga, di ba? Oo, tama. It is, hindi na kasi love kung you're giving up something for it. For me, I won't consider it love if you're giving up something just to have that love.
Oo nga. Tama
Oo.
naman. Tama.
Oo.
It isn't love.
Yeah.
Kasi nga, if you're loving someone, nandun lahat yung sacrifices and nandun lahat yung acceptance. So why you have to give up something if you are loving someone, 'di ba? Dapat
Yeah, correct.
that someone, 'di ba? That someone could as well accept what I have.
Or to be able to
Everything
understand.
in
Or
me, 'di ba?
understand.
Yeah.
'Di ba?
Kasi ano yeah.
Oo.
It's always consequential naman kasi. So medyo tricky
Oo,
kasi si question. Tricky yung question talaga. It's quite tricky.
Yeah. Pero ano
totoo.
yung sagot niya
Oo.
ni Billy dyan? Gusto ko malaman
Hindi ko
yung sagot niya dyan.
hindi ko maalala. Pero I know that
Very
it was
tricky pa,
asked to
that
Villy.
question.
Oo.
Yeah. All
Oo.
right. At least now I
All
know how to
right.
answer.
Let's move forward.
Eight.
Okay, number 8.
Yeah.
So there have been debates in the legalization of divorce in the Philippines. Would you advise divorce to a couple having a troubled
The
relationship?
relationship.
Would I advise a
Would you
couple?
advise divorce to a couple having a troubled relationship?
Okay. Well, if we're gonna talk about here in the Philippines, we don't have divorce
Mm-mm.
here.
Yes.
Uh, so I think I would have to go back to my to what I said a while ago. I grew up in a Catholic background. We were taught that marriage is sacred and it should be taken
Mm-mm.
care of. And it's very
Mm-mm.
important for a family. It is very important for two people or the couple. But
Mm-mm.
I would, it depends on how, what's happening in the relationship, on how I would advise that. If the relationship doesn't really have, it doesn't give peace to the kids first and foremost to the kids if it affects the children in the family or the family involved. I would definitely um, tell first to the couple that um, their actions should be based upon how they want their kids to grow.
Yeah.
Like
Mm-mm.
I don't want to give them advice right away by saying that if the kids are affected, you should like um, separate right away or file a divorce. But I would, uh, if it's a troubled relationship, I would
Yeah.
definitely maybe we have counselings here.
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
Maybe go for counseling first, and then eventually, if things doesn't really go their way, or if
Prosper.
things really, yeah, then
Take it from there.
divorce. Yeah, we're gonna take it from there.
There are so many
You
things
ask me if
that
it's
people
right or
don't,
wrong.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
always
know if
important to go back to the values. It's always important to go back to the values actually. Kasi values is always the foundation um of our culture, 'di ba? Tapos ang ano kasi ang hindi kasi naintindihan ng tao dito. I could speak about divorce kasi nga I know what divorce is, 'di ba? I'm sorry. Kasi ang hindi kasi naintindihan ng tao sa divorce, hindi naman niya talaga tinatanggal ang kasal. Dinidissolve lang niya ang kasal. Did you get that? Iba kasi yung ano yung dinidissolve lang yung kasal sa ini-invalidate ang kasal. So two words talaga na magkaiba, dissolve and nullify, which is what we have in the annulment. So hindi talaga practical na magkaroon ng divorce basically because this leads a person or someone na magkaroon lang na magiging polygamous, na magkaroon ng maraming asawa. Yon.
grabe, I'm learning. Buti na lang. Thank you po.
Hindi. Hindi, shinare ko lang naman yung knowledge ko tungkol
Tama,
sa
tama naman
divorce.
po, tama naman po.
Kasi magkaiba yung dissolution, at saka yung um, nullification of marriage. Kasi kapag sinabing dissolve lang, hindi naman totally nawala yung marriage. Nandun yung marriage. Kumbaga titingnan natin sa yung tawag dito, yung antibacteria, 'di ba? Ginagawa natin dito sa mga antibacteria o kaya itong sa mga tawag dito, sanitizers, 'di ba? Dinidissolve lang natin yung sanitizer dun sa, o kunyari, yung chlorine sa tubig, di ba? So yung dinisolve natin, nandun pa rin sa tubig. Hindi siya nawala, di ba? Whereas, kapag ninalify natin, tinanggal talaga lahat yung inilagay natin doon na antibacteria.
Okay.
Nakuha mo yung yung parallelism
Ay,
ko, yung analogy ko,
Yeah. Yes.
po,
'di
yes po.
ba?
Although,
Wala po sorry.
ah,
Okay lang po ba?
yes.
Oo. Sige, go lang.
Ako I'm able,
Yun.
Mars, I'm able to get Daniel's point because it has to do with the perspective naman kasi. So, then she said that it would always depend on what circumstance the family is into. Baka naman there could be something that could be done. That would be the last resort, diba? So, yun.
No,
You take it from there.
the last resort that we could actually do is annulment. We can go to
Yeah.
annulment instead of divorce.
Divorce
Kasi,
because
kasi meron
talking
namang
about
annulment
legality.
in the Philippines. It's legality eh. Ibig sabihin kasi kapag ka inannul natin yung marriage, ibig sabihin from the very beginning there was no marriage kasi nga 'di ba? Invalid yung marriage due to some consequences, due to some impediments. 'Di ba?
Okay. Siguro yung kaya trouble. Okay.
'Di ba?
Next na
Next
may isa pa
number.
yata.
Yun,
May isa pa.
iba tayong opinion about it, diba? Kasi we
Yeah.
have our different beliefs too.
Yes.
Like
Oo,
ako, I believe
tama.
in, pag it depends on the situation if you want to get divorced. Like, there are troubled relationship, like, merong battered. Like,
Yeah.
So,
Hindi na healthy.
ito, ayaw na
Yeah.
umuwi ng babae dahil battered siya. So,
annulment.
yung
Go for annulment,
that?
'di ba?
Legal
Ayun.
counsel.
So, mga ganyan.
Oo.
Iba
Yes.
yung mga, mga
Point of
Yeah.
views.
depende
Mga point.
talaga.
Ayun.
But really, I learned a lot. Thank you so much po. At least meron akong idea about it. I like it because I'm learning. Para akong student
Yeah.
dito.
We are all learning
Apa.
actually. We are learning from you as well. O, last number na, Beth.
Yay!
Yes.
Number 6. Number 6.
Number 6. Okay, if you were to write a
Yan.
story on your life, what would you call it and why?
Wow!
Ang ganda nun, ha? Hindi ko alam kung kanino tinanong to. If you were to write a story on your life, what would you call it and why?
I wanna call it baka corny. I wanna call it The Author. The
Go
Author.
ahead.
I want to talk about my advocacy when it comes to this. Like, I want to bridge my advocacy with this. So 2 years ago, I made this social media movement called People I Met, where I basically tell stories of normal yet incredible human beings that I meet. I tell their stories, and in the hopes of alleviating their life situation. And to tell their stories, to amplify their voices, to be able to be heard. It doesn't matter if it's an artisan or a farmer or a doctor. Doesn't matter their life. How they portray themselves in their lives. But I would answer this as the author, as I call it, people I met. So him is basically telling stories of people that I meet, and I write their stories. And I want to call myself the author of this.
Wow.
So,
ang sweet.
yun. Yeah, kasi ako yung author ng People I Met.
Yeah,
Tapos
bulay.
Natutuwa. Actually, that advocacy, I want to do a book about it, yung People I Met. If you're familiar with People I Met, it's just ilang sentences, like 3 sentences of a person that I meet. And then I just want to tell their stories. And and the hopes of, yun nga po sabi ko, alleviating their life situation and making a difference. And amplifying their voices to be heard, to be able to be heard.
Yeah.
Because as
Get,
well as a while ago, people's stories should be heard.
sige.
Yes, that's right
Yeah.
naman.
I
Totoo
think
naman
it's
yun.
about time, totoo yan. It's about time that you
Mm.
start jotting down the chapters of that book, and we are very much willing to purchase a copy of that soon once you're done with it.
Sana, sana, my goodness, yun po talaga yung goal ko din, actually, to be able to do a book with people I
Mm-mm.
met. Para lang people
Mm.
can see. Not only on social media,
Magkakaroon
but
tayo
hard
ng
copy.
copy niyan.
Yeah, by all means.
Yes. All
Never mind
right.
ako.
Whew.
Ay,
I hope you
yan,
really
ilaw na.
enjoyed that game, that activity.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Actually, I learned a
surprising.
lot. Ang mga questions, pero ang ganda na I was able to, get something out of that. Mahirap po yung mga
Wow.
questions na
Mahirap
actually.
din.
Mahirap ang questions sa mga
Yeah,
na Miss World Philippines.
Tricky,
So,
tricky din siya.
oo, very
tricky.
tricky talaga. Very tricky talaga sila.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we end up this
Interview
live
chat
chat,
o
the
live
interview
chat.
chat. So,
Interview.
would there be anyone would you like to thank, or would you any message would you like to add? Any message you would like to address to, and of course, plug your social media
Social media
platforms.
accounts.
Mhm.
All right. So, hi everybody. Again, thank you so much for listening to us and viewing tonight's live. Maraming salamat po, of course, for supporting the Miss World Philippines candidates. We have 45 candidates, and we're just very happy to be able to showcase ourselves in front of all of you. And we're very excited for the upcoming competition. It's going to be on July 25th. Uh, of course, I want to say thank you to all the fans, the Filipino fans, actually the fans all around the world, kasi may mga fans from India,
Oh
kami from ano,
yeah,
ang dami
oo.
Yes.
po.
Thank you so
For
much for
ano,
joining.
thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for supporting all of us. We wouldn't be here, us candidates, strutting ourselves very confidently if it weren't for you. You guys make us really proud of ourselves. And I just want to plug, of course, my social media accounts. For Instagram, I have at Ganiel Krish. You can follow me there for updates. Also, I want to plug my advocacy page, People I Met. That's at People I
People
Met
I
on
met.
Instagram. Yes. Also, if you're gonna look for People I Met stories, you can just search through the hashtag People I Met, and then you can see all my stories there. I also have Twitter account that's at Krishnan Ganiel. You can follow me there
Mhm.
for daily updates. Actually, mga updates lang about what I'm doing. Also, I have Facebook account that's Ganiel Krishnan, and I hope to see you all very soon. Thank you so much for supporting all of us, for supporting me. And thank you, of course, Oli Sarah, and Sean Zandon, for always supporting me too. Makeup, hair, ako po gumawa nito, but yeah, nawala na yung lights ko again.
Ako din,
But
ako
sila
din.
yung nagtuturo ko online. So yeah,
Oo.
thank you so much. And of course,
Thank
thank
you
you
so
po sa
much.
inyo, Pageant Map Philippines. Thank you so much for having me. Ang dami ko pong natutunan. Salamat
We
po.
are
Oh,
honored to have you.
we
Mars,
are
we are
honored
honored to
and
have
very
you.
grateful.
Oo,
Actually,
grateful.
we
Oo.
are
In fact,
honored and very grateful to Miss World
oo.
Philippines for allowing
Yes.
us to
Oo.
interview all the candidates and
Oo.
actually choose the candidates muna kasi hindi pa
Oo,
namin
oo.
kaya lahat. Ganyan. So,
Oo.
kung sino
Ang
yung
dami
kaya
Thank you
po
so
namin
eh.
much.
na-interview.
Oo.
Oo nga eh. Nakita mo ba?
Oo. And tama yun. Mars,
Nakita. Go ahead.
I just want to say that, Monday as the start of the week has always been very anticipatory. We look
Mm-mm.
forward to it. But what really makes this Monday very special is that initially we were able to interview our first candidate for Miss World Philippines. And actually that sets no, yung standard na dapat masustain natin. It's a challenge for us, no? Pageant Mag
Yeah.
Philippines to pursue this kind of setup. So maraming salamat kay Ganiel, of course, mga viewers. And Mars, ikaw na yung magpatunay. Alam, marami tayong pasasalamatan. Thank you, Ganiel.
Actually nakaka-challenge to kasi nga unang-una si Ganiel yung yung first guest natin from Miss World Philippines. And Alam mo yun, nakakaiyak.
Uy, thank you po.
so
Salamat po
much. Thank
talaga
you so
for
much.
making it your first guest.
Pero of
Nag-enjoy po ako.
course, pero hindi pa natatapos, Ganiel, ha? Hindi pa natatapos
Wow.
because there's someone who would like to give a message for you. Okay?
Sige po.
So, ready ka na ba?
Sige po. Sige po.
Sige po. So, eto na po siya. Ayan. Oh, tagal naman. Medyo malaking file ata to.
Guys, so I was asked by our friend here to make a video for you and tinanong ko pa kung sure ba siya kasi baka may mga isiwalat ako na mga sikreto mo. No, I'm just joking. So, I first encountered Ganiel Krishnan during the Mitianang Pilipinas pageant, and if I remember correctly, there was an incident with her asking permission to wear contact lenses because apparently she can't see without them. Hindi ko na maalala kung ano yung nangyari, pero andun si Jaya, tsaka sino pa ba? Hindi ko na matandaan eh. Kasi after that, you won ang Mutianang Pilipinas, and then there was a slight problem before the start of Miss Asia Pacific International, kung saan medyo sumakit ng ulo ko ng very slight, pero buti na lang at naayos siya. And then she became one of the winners of Miss Asia Pacific International for 2017, if I'm not mistaken. 2016 rather, yeah, that was 2016. So, one thing that I can say about her, she's improved a lot since her Mutyanang Pilipinas days. Lalo siyang gumanda, lalo ko siyang naging kamukha. Huwag kang papalagin yan, dahil alam mo yan. No, she really turned into this absolutely gorgeous, beautiful and smart young lady, and I am so very proud of her. I love her for the fact that she never gives up. I love her for the fact that she's grown even smarter now. She's really matured. I love her for the fact that she loves my daughter. And I love her just for who she is. And I know for Miss World Philippines that you are going to be getting the top crown or else friendship over. De, joke lang. Pero convinced din yan. And alam kong kayang-kaya niya yan. Kahit saan siya sumabak, she's
Oh, I'm sorry. Nakat yung ano. Parang ano nagbabuffer siya. Gusto mo ulitin?
Di ba? Okay lang po. Ate Tin! Thank you so much.
We send Ganiel a copy of that.
Sige po, sige po. Sana po.
I can send you the copy of that. Mm-hmm. I can send you the copy of that, Ganiel. Yes, of course. Alam mo bang hirap na hirap akong maghanap? Joke.
Thank you so much.
Ayun. So, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ganiel, for accepting our invitation. And of course, thank you to Miss World Philippines, to Mr. ALV, special, and of course to Mama Ru, to Sir Arnold Mercado. Thank you so much for allowing us to have the girls with us on our live chat. So
thank you.
We promise to do our best.
Thank you rin sa Camp ni Ganiel. Thank you so much to the Glam team, the people behind Ganiel, yung mga, syempre, yung mga supporters niya, the one having, of course, her Sockbit account. Maraming salamat po. It's an honor to have Ganiel with us.
And thank you to Ma'am Tin Caballero for sending the video, for replying very immediate yung pag-reply niya sa akin. And thank you to Oli, Sarah, of course, to the rest of the team, of course, thank you so much. To Daniel, thank you. And
Daniel,
to all our viewers, thank you so much for staying with us.
Thank
So
you,
good
Thank you.
everyone.
night,
Happy
everyone.
Monday.
Happy Monday. Till next time around, please join us again. Tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, we have another Miss World Philippines candidate.
Interview.
Yeah, to be interviewed tomorrow night. So
Thank you so
please
much. Bye po.
stay with us again. Okay, tune in.
Bye.